Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Wednesday. I thought that I would wear a different shirt today. I'm trying to pull out some of the clothes that I haven't worn in forever. I think this is a Meyer buy. I bought this. I have this exact same shirt. In a different color, but the same pattern of stripes. I think it was a Meyer buy with Tanya 5 years ago, at probably 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But I'm trying to pull out and wear some of the clothes that I could never wear before, and now that I've lost a little bit of weight, I'm starting to be able to fit into. So I was like, I think I'm gonna wear some different t-shirts on video. So I put this on. It's very, very comfortable, but I have to tell you, it is so hot outside today. And we have been crazy busy in this house today. Me and the pups, we have to be very quiet now. They're inside, they're in their crate, they're taking a nap. I just got done filming my Sherry Papini Caught in the Lie documentary reaction. And they were, so while I was getting it ready and stuff, they were falling asleep in their bed. So I carried them down to their crate and they walked in and they laid down. So when I got done with it, I thought, oh, well, I'll have to wait until Alex gets home to vlog or I'll put them on the bed and they'll be playing around and whatever. I'll do one or the other to vlog. I also filmed a video for my drama channel today, introducing them over there and stuff like that. But anyway, did a little life update video. But anyway, when I got done with my Sherry Papini video, I went downstairs and they were both at the back of the crate, asleep. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity now to come outside and vlog. And they usually sleep every afternoon for 2 to 3 hours, more like 3 hours. They're little babies. They're so tired in the afternoon that they sleep so much. So, and I'm keeping in my phone, hold on a second, I have my phone on the, when I'm filming videos, the brightness on it, I put on the, auto lock never, so that I can look at my receipts. So I gotta turn that off, so. But I'm keeping every day, day one, where is it at? Here, I'll show you. Walter and Otis. I have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So I have on here what time I get them out of the crate, what time I feed them, what time they go to bed, when they went outside, if they pooped, if they pee. I keep a list of all of that. So I'm kind of because I'm trying to get them very structured, which they are really enjoying the structure, and well, they seem to. And they kind of know when they're gonna eat and stuff like that. And it's only been what is today? Today is, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's the 5th day. Seems crazy. It seems like it's been a lot longer than that. So today was, well, I didn't know it when I got up, in all honesty. I woke up today and my neighbor Laura texted me and she said that she was definitely going to the pool this morning. So I texted her and I said, when are you going up there? And she was like, well, my mom and I are going up there to tread water later. So, but I came outside and it wasn't super sunny. I mean, it's really, really cloudy now, but it is so hot in Indianapolis that when Alex comes home, I think I'm gonna run up to the pool for a half an hour and just kind of cool down and stuff. So let's do a little time and temperature check real quickly. It is currently 3:44 p.m. and I have no idea what the temperature is, but I know it's supposed to be 20 degrees cooler tomorrow. So that's why I want to go to the pool tonight, because I think it's going to be a lot cooler tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get back to my walking outside, because it'll be cooler to do that. It is currently 92 degrees, and it says it feels like 101. Let's see, tomorrow it's supposed to be a lot cooler. Oh, it's tomorrow 74. So right now it's not, well, it says the high today is 93. It does say thunderstorms. Partly cloudy skies earlier, thunderstorms developing late. So what time does it say the thunderstorms are starting tonight? Took me into an ad. 2 a.m. the thunderstorm starts. That's not, oh, really bad thunderstorms tomorrow, it says. Well, early morning, like 5 to 9. It's supposed to thunderstorm pretty badly. But anyway, tomorrow 74, Friday 79, Saturday and Sunday 80, 83. Then it gets warmer again next week. So tomorrow I'm going to try to get back to the walking. I'm trying to kind of, figure out my new life of having the puppies and doing everything with them, and also do what I was doing before I had the puppies, which was film videos all day long, take a walk, go to the pool, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to kind of manage all of it. Today, I'm doing pretty good. So I filmed 2 videos, And, well, the first video was just like them playing on the bed and stuff like that. And then I filmed the Sherry Papini video, and now I'm filming my vlog. So and I don't know, tomorrow, well, it's supposed to be cool tomorrow, so it's not like I'm going to go to the pool or anything tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to film a couple more videos. I do have therapy in the afternoon tomorrow, Zoom therapy. So when I say that, sometimes people get confused. It's just a therapy session. We just Zoom it so that I don't have to like take an Uber to his office. And then when Alex and I go for marriage counseling, I take an Uber there and we have it in person. So anyway, so tomorrow, since it's supposed to be cooler, it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy and stuff, I'll probably film some videos tomorrow, kind of depending on how they are. Today, my neighbor next door, her grandkids are over there. And so the two oldest ones wanted to meet Walter and Otis. So she texted me. I'd like taken them out, got up, took them out, brought them inside, got them lunch. They ate. They are such big eaters. So I took them outside again. They like pooped and all that kind of stuff. So I was like picking up their poop and doing all that stuff. They were running around the yard. And then I brought them back inside. And right as I brought them back inside, she texted me and she said, are you going to be outside anytime soon? Because they want to meet the puppies. And I texted her back. I was like, let me come out right now. This is like perfect. So, I was getting ready to go film the video with them. It was like I was getting that stuff ready. So anyway, I brought them outside and they played with them. It was really good. They're so good with the little kids. And so her oldest grandson is starting first grade. And then the next youngest one, I think, is in kindergarten. Her husband's in the garage right now. I can see him. And then their youngest one is like 1.5 years old. And they're going over to their house to stay there tonight. So they have them for the day here, but they're going there to stay tonight because their daughter and son-in-law are like out of town for the night. So, or maybe she's just going over there to stay for the night. I don't know. But anyway, something. So they were so sweet. I'm obviously not going to show their grandkids pictures in here, but she sent them to me. Hold on a second. I brought out I don't know the last time I've had a Diet Coke, but I brought out my Diet Coke Turvis cup. Do you guys remember this? I love it so much. And then I brought out a Diet Dr. Pepper, which I haven't had a can of Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't even know how long it's been. So I thought, you know what? It's summer. I need to get some limoncello LaCroix. That actually sounds really good right now. I should Instacart some of that or have Alex bring me some home from work. I still have not built that table yet because, you know, I'm so lazy. And their smaller crate came, which I think, like, by looking at the box, I think I bought a much bigger crate than I thought I did. I don't know if I'm even going to use it. I think I'm going to, like, put it together and then, like, kind of keep it, or maybe just, like, save it in case we need it for somewhere because, like, if we, you know, take them to somebody's house or whatever, because it's definitely smaller than the one we have. But they really, really like the crate that they sleep in every night. I mean, they're in there right now. They really, really like it. So, but anyway, I brought them out to meet their grandkids next door. One of the things that has been so nice is that, like, everybody in the neighborhood knows that we got them. And so they've been, like, bringing their dogs over, like, and walking by. And people text me and be like, can I come over and see the puppies? And so they've been really, like, they're getting socialized really well so far, which is great. Somebody said something about that on my vlog yesterday. They said, oh, my God, your neighborhood is so great for socializing these pups. It really is. I mean, people come over and they'll sit in the grass and they'll play with them and stuff. And so she brought the grandkids over today and they just, like, sat in the yard and they played with them, and they were super gentle with them and stuff like that. And Otis and Walter were just, like, running around and they were having so much fun. So we were out here for probably about, I don't know, like 40 minutes. Really warm out. Took them inside and gave them greenies. And I think, I was like, did I film? I must have filmed the drama video before then where I, like, showed them and announced them and all that kind of stuff. I must have filmed it then because gave them the green. I did. Yeah, I did. Because I gave them the greenies. So after I'd fed him and taken him out and pooped and all that kind of stuff, then we filmed the drama video. Then she texted me. I just finished filming the drama video, I think. I'm getting it all out of order. Anyway, I guess I could just look at my list. I write stuff in there like, today we learned we like leaves and stuff like that. But anyway, it's so funny because, well, anything Walter does, Otis wants to do. And this is these people that talk real loud on the street. He was real friendly. He was like, these people that, like, walk down the street, they are so funny. It is so hot. Listen, bless their heart, anybody that can walk down the street in this heat today. But anything that Walter does, Otis wants to do, but Otis isn't as big as Walter. And so a lot of these toys that they have are like toys that I got from the Bark Box stuff. That like towards the end with Boo. Boo didn't play with toys, but I've kept them because I just always kept them. And so I wasn't going to throw them out. A lot of them we like, some of the stuff we donated back in the day, or I gave to like Caroline for her dogs and some for her next door and stuff like that. But we kept a lot of them. They're real cute. They're like, because you know they're themed from Bark Box. So there's like this long like bird thing. I think it was from Bark Box. It's like this long bird thing. And Walter loves this toy. I mean, it's literally like this long. And Walter loves it, but he just like lays there and chews on it. So as soon as he gets up to like go get some water or something, Otis comes over and because that's the thing, right? Like they're constantly stealing toys from each other. So he comes over and steals it from him, and then he like walks away. But you know, like Otis is like that big, and so he's got this big thing. He's like dragging it across the floor, and now they do this thing where the landing. You remember where Boo Radley used to? I don't know why the dogs love the landing on the stairs. So the stairs go up, and there's a landing, and then it goes up again. There's a landing. The middle landing, they love to just sit there and play. I don't know what it is. So I was like doing stuff around, and Otis was like looking like he couldn't find, like, not Otis, Walter couldn't find Otis. And so I was like, he was like, I could tell, he was like, where is he, like looking around. I was like, where did Otis go? So I went and I looked, and Otis is laying on the top of the thing and oh my God, Walter like darted up there, and he just, but Walter, like Otis is definitely the alpha dog, the little one. Walter like won't take something from him. Like he'll like stand there, like look at it, and then as soon as like Otis looks up, he'll like dive for it, and it's so cute. They are so cute. So anyway, so I filmed the drama video, then brought them out. And when I brought them inside, let me get comfortable. When I brought them inside was when I gave them the greenies. And then I was like, and then they got real tired, and then I carried them downstairs. I did the Sherry Papini video, and now I'm doing this. But they've been really, really good today. I was like, today, to be honest with you, when I woke up, I was like, well, maybe I thought, because when I got her messages, when I woke up, I did my prayers and meditations in bed today. And then I was like, sometimes I do that. Well, I have the last couple days because it's easier than coming out here and then going to get them and stuff like that. So I just did my prayers and meditations in bed. And then in my gratitude list, and then I checked my phone, and she had texted me and said she was going to maybe go to the pool. And so I was like, oh, it must be really nice outside. And so I was like, well, while I was laying in bed, I was like, well, I'll take them out. I'll take them, you know, give them lunch, take them out. I mean, it was early. At that point, it was like, I don't even know what time it was, 10:30 or something like that. I was like, okay, this is the other thing. I'm getting up. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. And when I woke up today, my anxiety was like off the charts. It was probably like on the level of like when Boo was sick, but I'll get to that in just a second. I'm going to talk to my therapist about it tomorrow. So, and it subsided over the first hour, but it kind of lasted a little bit. And so I was laying there in bed, and I just did not feel great. And I was like, I mean, I just laid there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, just pull yourself together before you go get them. And I was like, maybe I just will film my vlog again today. Maybe, and then as the day went on, I was like waking up, I started feeling better, and I was like, no, you should probably try to do a couple videos today to kind of get back, because I've got to get back into my routine of, you know, I can probably film, depending on the length of my videos, like I can probably film, if they're playing or something like that on the bed, like in, you know, like in their little bed or whatever, like I can film a video while they're doing that, or I can put them in the crate for an hour or two while I'm filming videos. They're totally fine doing that. So I'm just kind of like having to get used to that. So today, well, I filmed the video with them, and then I filmed the Sherry Papini one, and now I'm doing this. So that was progress for me today, that I was like, this chair, I don't know why, maybe I just need to move the chair completely, because it just, look at this. Set on my foot on the ground. I think I just need to start, oh, they were climbing in the tree too, the two kids there. I was telling about when I was growing up, my Aunt Kathy and Uncle Dave, at Caroline's house, so they've changed their entire like front of the house now. Caroline and I drive by it every once in a while. So when you drive in the driveway, well, it doesn't look the same now, but when we used to, like, it was a huge, like, round driveway. In the middle of it was this big tree, and it was like a perfect tree like ours. Like, it was like a climbing tree, kind of, like it had all these different, like, safe branches. And so they were like, Grandma, can we climb the tree? And so she was lifting them up, and they were climbing just like in the lower branches of the tree today. And I was telling them the story about Caroline and I. They didn't care. It was so funny because I told you the picture about the one grandson that, like, I told you the story about the one grandson that drew the picture with the chalk, and he put like this big like top hat on me, and like I had like this thing in my hand. It was a fan. And so he said something about it. They call me Mr. Peter. And so my neighbor is so funny. she was like, I'm having this ladies' luncheon tomorrow, and she was like, and we're with them all day today, and she was like, I'm really glad that, she was explaining to me she was gonna do all these like finger sandwiches and stuff, and she was like, I was gonna have to do this today. She was like, but we are so busy with them and stuff, and she's like, and because we were talking about the temperature, and she's like, I think I'm just gonna do gazpacho soup tomorrow. She's like, because it's like a perfect day for that, and she's like, then I don't have to make all like the finger sandwiches and stuff like that. But anyway, she was standing there, and at the end, so whenever she sees him, she's always like, you could tell she was tired. She was just like worn out from a day with like, they've been here since like 6, I think. And she was like, she's always like, you know, like, tell Mr. Peter goodbye. And they're always like, goodbye, Mr. Peter, and stuff like that. So anyway, when she was out there today, she said, say goodbye to Otis and Walter. And they were like, bye, Otis, bye, Walter. And she goes, tell Miss Peter thank you for letting him see the puppies. I go, Miss Peter. I go, I love that so. She started laughing. She's like, we're gender fluid in this neighborhood. I go, I love Miss Peter so much. I go, and the funny thing is, you're not the first person that's called me Miss Peter. So I said, I love that so much. We got laughing so hard over it. So anyway, and then just when they were getting ready to like, they were like settling down, they'd had their greenies and stuff. Laura texted me, and her and her mom were getting ready to go to the pool because they tread water for exercise. And so she was like, can my mom meet the pups and stuff like that? And I was like, well, they're just getting rested right now. Can you meet them like on the way back? So I think they're still at the pool or something. Although I heard Laura out there, maybe sometimes Laura will say like 1 and it ends up being 4. So because we're all lazy in this neighborhood, you know? So anyway, so she might not have even made it down to the pool yet. But now it's getting like real, like kind of like, did you see it kind of got darker in the video? It's getting kind of like dark cloudy now. But yeah, I'm starting to get kind of like used to it a little bit. I'm tired because I'm not, you know, sleeping like the same schedule that I was sleeping before. Oh, do you guys know the woman that like she runs by here and stuff every night? And I always talk about how she like walks with her son and whatever. So she and her friend, she ran earlier. Remember when I was like, oh, you're doing another lap? She's like, hey. So Alex and I were out here with the dogs last night, and she was walking with her friend. And so she like stopped to show her friend, because she'd already met him. She stopped to show her friend the pups. And so she and I got to talk for a really long time. She was so nice. I mean, I know her from saying hi to her and stuff like that, but I don't know. She doesn't live in this neighborhood. She lives outside this neighborhood. And I mean, we were like talking about all kinds of stuff. Her friend was super, super nice. And so they were asking like about the surrender, and they're like, and like, how did this happen? How did you find out? And I was telling them all about it and whatever. And they're like, oh my God, that's so sad. And I was like, yeah, it's so strange. It's like, it was like meant to be. So, yeah, so that was last night. What was I going to say? They're leaving. I think they might be going back to their house. They're going out the other way. Yeah, it's her. Oh, they're both leaving. She was like, she was telling me everything they have for lunch, and she's like, we had macaroni and cheese, we had chicken fingers, we had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I was like, are you tired? She's like, Nana's really tired today. It's Nana and Papa. She's like, Nana and Papa are really tired today. I'm tired today. So I'm just kind of getting used to my schedule a little bit. What I have found is they actually sleep like in the crate a lot longer. Like I always get them up, like when I get them up in the morning, they're like asleep in there. They're not like ready to go. I'm kind of like, I could probably let them sleep for another hour or two. So there's Grandpa, there's Papa going. But like last night, what time did I put him? I think it was like right at 4 that I went to bed last night. Oh my God, I started watching a new show last night that's so good. I didn't think I would like it at first, but I really, really like it. I thought my neighbor was coming out. Oh, Walter and Otis. What time did I put them to bed last night? 4 o'clock. Played hard all night. Fell asleep next to me at 12:30. So from 12:30 to like 4 o'clock, they, well, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
They slept next to me, and like, well, Otis goes over to the ottoman a little bit, and Walter sleeps right next to me, and then Otis comes over and then he lays on top of Walter. And I was watching this show. Somebody's getting a grocery delivery. But yeah, it's just gonna take me a while. You know, I honestly, like today, earlier, I was like, maybe I won't film any videos. I feel like I need to just get up and move this chair. I was like, maybe I won't film any videos, like, on my other channels except for my vlog until Monday. Like, maybe I just need, like, an entire week of being with them, whatever. And I was like, and just being in the moment. But, you know, I was like, I want to start, like, I haven't read in days. So, like, tonight, I know it's going to sound like kind of a cheesy goal. Part of the problem, this is, I think, where my anxiety stems from. Because, like, I'll say something and Alex will be like, babe, they're totally fine. Like, they'll be up there in bed with him and I'll be like, every, like, 10 minutes. Like, I was downstairs and I was eating. I was like, are they okay? He's like, babe, they're fine. They're laying here chewing on their bones. And I'm like, 10 minutes later, do they need anything? Are they okay? He's like, they're fine. Like, my over kind of, like, consciousness of what's going on with them at any given time. And the house is extremely safe-proofed. That's the other thing. Like, the stairs, like, everything is, like, really safe-proofed. And so, and we've, like, cleaned everything. I mean, everything is, like, so anyway, but I'm constantly, like, where are they, where are they, where are they? It really, really reminds me of how I was when Boo was sick and he was pacing. And I think that's why I felt a lot of anxiety, like, today. And I was texting Alex about it. He's like, they're gonna be fine. He was like, you know, I'm helping you with it. And he's helping so much. And he was like, they're gonna be fine. He's like, everything is gonna be okay. He was like, I know that this anxiety is stemming from, like, you being really worried about them and whatever. I mean, I just haven't had any dogs in forever. And the last 3 that we had were really sick towards the end. And so I think I'm carrying that a lot into it, you know, and, which is a good thing. I think there's some positives that can come from it, but I also don't want to live in that state of, like, I mean, I don't know. I woke up today and I just felt like the shaking, but not shaking was, like, out of control. With the anxiety where I feel like I'm shaking like this, but I'm not shaking at all, was, like, out of control today. And I was like, okay. And that was part of why I did make videos today. I was like, you have got to start, like, we've got to, like, merge the two worlds together, right? Like, the new puppy world and your old world, we've got to merge them together. And, like, you know, everybody that I know kind of go through this, but it's like everybody that I also know, like, gets a new dog or gets new puppies, and then life goes kind of like, you know, they just kind of merge it together, right? And so the fact that I work from home, I don't really ever leave home, I have the opportunity where if I just don't want to film videos for 3 days, I just don't. I don't really have to do anything or whatever, right? So it kind of, like, is easier to do that. But most people can't do that. You know, most people go to work on Monday and they crate their dog for 8 hours, and that's just the reality of what their life is like, and that's how they do it, you know, or their dogs, they put them in a room together or whatever, you know, and that's just a lot of what people do, you know, so, or they put them in doggy daycare or whatever. I'm lucky to not have to do that. And that's because you guys watch my videos, and I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, it's like, I've got to kind of get a little bit of my old life back, because I think I'm, like, super, super hyper-focused on, are they okay, and blah, 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 and doing this, and do they need to go out? I mean, I take them out so much, which is good, but, like, at the same time, like, last night, like, finally, like, I came downstairs, and then I gave them some water, I gave them a tray, I took them outside, did this kind of stuff, and when I went downstairs, Alex said, what are you gonna do? And I said, I'm just gonna watch, like, a show and, like, eat something. And so finally, that was when he was like, babe, just have them come up here, because he was like, you need to eat, you need to, and so I took them upstairs. But then I was still, like, when I was eating, I was like, are they okay? Or, I can't even remember what I was watching last night. What was I watching? Oh, I watched that storming Area 51 train wreck thing. But yeah, it's just going to take me a little while to get used to it. So today, with starting to film videos, and I was actually surprised how easy it was. You know, like, I put them in their crate, I filmed the Sherry Papini video, I'm out here doing the vlog. It's much easier than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be like, oh, this is going to be such a big deal. Tonight, my goal is to kind of implement the reading into it. Like, they play. Like, this is the other thing. It's all me, right? Like, they play in their little bed in the corner, or they'll, like, chase each other around and run after each other. And, so, like, but tonight my goal is to be able to read for, like, at least half an hour to an hour, because I kind of missed that. I haven't done that for the last couple days. And then tomorrow, when it's cooler, Alex is going out to dinner tonight, so he's not going to be home. I think dinner's at 6, so he's going with the girl's house who we went to her husband's, well, not her husband's, her brother-in-law's birthday on, was that Sunday? Her sister's cabin is the cabin that we went to. So it's from high school, college, and everything. They've been friends forever. So he's going out to dinner with her right up the street. So he said he'll probably be home by, like, 8:30. So when he comes home tonight, that's when I'm gonna, why did I think that was last night earlier? Yeah, he's having dinner tonight. Is it tonight or is it tomorrow night? Well, anyway, whenever he gets home, I'll go up to the pool. And then tomorrow night, I'm gonna walk for a little bit. So tonight is implementing the reading, and tomorrow is implementing the walking. And just kind of get my schedule back on. Now that doesn't mean, like tomorrow I might decide I don't want to film any videos. Or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. But eventually I have to get back to like filming videos, you know, whatever. So today I actually was going to do this review of this fudge that I got at Trader Joe's. And then I was like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I was actually kind of proud of myself that with the vlog, I filmed 3 videos today. You know, I was like, and I filmed a vlog every day since I got them. So, haven't I? Yeah, I filmed a vlog every day. I think I've filmed a vlog every day since I got them. Whew, it's so hot outside. So anyway, that's about what's going on the dog front. I don't know what new things to tell you. Like, there's not really, let me look through my notes to see if there's anything. There's not really, let me look through and see. No. Well, one thing, I think they do know the word house already, because when they're laying in the bed, Boo and Tucker never did this. Was it Pee-Pee or was it Tucker that would take a toy out sometimes when I get them new toys and he would take it? I think it was Tucker that would take a treat outside. Come on, I'd be like, buddy, you can't take the treat outside. But when I say to them, okay, you guys, let's go to your crate. I usually take them outside and then I take them their crate. So I'll say, come on, you guys, let's go outside and let's go to your crate or your house. They'll both like get like toys in their mouth to like take down there. Cause usually I just like, they've got toys in there, but I'll like take their favorite little like chew bones and stuff like that. It's these plastic bones and I'll carry them down there. I think they kind of know already that that's what we're doing. But they're real good about walking in and walking out. I like stand way open and I open the door and they like walk in the door. And then they're real good about walking in or out. Real good about walking upstairs. They don't go up like, well, today Otis was like on the landing, but usually, and we keep the door closed upstairs. And when I walk up there, they follow me up there. They walk on the ramp on the bed. Thank God. I should knock on wood. I don't even know if I believe on knocking on wood. No accidents on the bed yet. Thank God. They've peed inside a couple times. But other than that, like, I think it was like day 1 or maybe day 1 when I think it was Otis that pooped inside. But other than that, they haven't had any, like, no pooping inside. And, going through lots of the poop bags. Well, I double bag them too. Well, I pick it up and then I double bag it and then I tie it together and throw it away. So anyway, lots of poop bags, and they like leaves and they like little sticks out in the yard. So, but they're good. They're really, really good. They're such little like sweet lover dogs. I mean, they just like kiss on our faces all the time and they're just wanting to constantly be picked up. The only thing is like that I'm not used to. They don't really have barks yet. They do like these little like whining cries, but like, and it's Walter more than Otis. Walter will just come and he'll be like, and then he wants to be picked up. But Walter wants to be picked up a lot. Otis not so much, which is kind of funny because he's like the smaller one, so you'd think you want to. But not so much. But they are so good. They play together all the time. They sleep together. Like, they are just the best of friends. And somebody, who was asking me yesterday? Somebody was like, are you glad? I mean, every person that's asked me, like, do you ever wish, like, somebody said to me, how many times throughout the day do you wish that you had just got one? I don't think that at all. Like, I'm so happy that I got both of them. There's sometimes that I think, like, I wish that I'd also got their sister too, but I think that 3 would have been so hard. I mean, I will be honest with you, 2's a lot. I mean, 2 puppies. I mean, we had Pee-Pee, and then Boo and Tucker came in. To be honest with you, I don't really remember those early days a lot of training them and taking them out. So we did. I mean, I know we did. I mean, Pee-Pee slept in bed with us. Pee-Pee slept in bed with us, and Boo and Tucker slept in the crate downstairs, like from the very get-go. And I don't remember, and I remember we would talk about, I do remember this, that they would do really well in there for long periods of time. And, but I don't remember, like, I was talking to Alex about, like, the play biting and stuff. And he said he remembers them doing that a little bit. I don't remember that a whole lot. I don't know. In all honesty, like, every person I've talked to is like, you're making this more difficult on yourself than you have to. I think I'm, like, very regimented with this because I want the training to, like, you know, the leash training and all that kind of stuff. And so I think I'm, like, more regimented about it than I have to be because all my friends are like, Peter Lake, a lot of this stuff will just take care of itself. You know, not to mention that the whole time, like, I'm very organized in the kitchen. Like, all the treats are in the area, food in the area, toys are in this basket. Take out the toys for this, whatever. You know, it's very organized. So, I mean, it's obviously like they have all their stuff over the floor in their area, but the camera stopped. Hello?
Where are they?
They're inside napping right now.
That's a good thing. There's always time to meet him.
Yep.
How they doing?
They're doing real, real good.
I love the picture.
Oh, thank you.
What are their names?
Walter and Otis.
Otis and Walter?
Yes.
Okay. Any reason for the names?
So Otis was a toy that Boo and Tucker and PP, our previous dogs, had. Did it just start raining?
It will.
And then, and so it kind of connects them to our past dogs. And then Walter was a character in To Kill a Mockingbird. Walter Cunningham, the little boy that asks for syrup on the...
Yes.
And so he teaches Scout about compassion and empathy. I wanted a name from To Kill a Mockingbird, and I really wanted to do Atticus, but Atticus and Otis sound so similar, I didn't want to do that to him. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Where is your husband today?
His heel problem.
Oh.
Yeah, so guess who gets to walk the teenager?
Guess who gets to walk the teenager?
Yeah. Well, he's beyond that now, I think.
Aw, he's doing great.
Like this hot weather, he's ready to go home.
It is so hot. It's supposed to be 20 degrees cooler tomorrow.
But it's gonna be what?
75 tomorrow.
Yes. About time.
Yeah, for like the next couple days. You have to make some vegetarian chili.
He is pulling me because he wants to go home.
He wants to go home because of the heat.
Well, if you were that, had that kind of fur all over
I
you,
know.
you want to go home?
Well, his brother just walked in. His kind of brother just walked about 5 minutes ahead of you guys.
Yeah, every once in a while we run into her.
Well, the next time, if I'm not filming, the next time that you guys come by, I'll bring him out so they can meet him.
That sounds good.
They like big dogs.
You what?
They like big dogs. They've been meeting all the big dogs, and
I don't know the difference.
they don't know the difference.
Like, are you kidding me? This is a big dog. So is Gideon. You know, and so is...
Oh, we're all surrounded by big dogs over here.
I'm saying they're everywhere. We'll have to introduce them to Peggy. It is raining. Peggy and Debbie, two little bitches.
They're so sweet. Yeah.
How big will yours get?
We don't really know.
What are they?
They have a vet appointment next week, so I think they're Shih Tzu and Chihuahua.
Okay.
So the littlest one is 2.1 pounds, and his brother is 6 pounds. But they're 5 months, so they're thinking they won't get a whole lot bigger than that. So they were surrendered, so she doesn't, I think you probably saw that. So she doesn't have tons of information on them.
Hey, you don't need it. You're there to love them.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
And, well, I gotta get in one.
All right, get him home before it starts raining.
See ya.
Bye. I like your sandals.
My what?
Your sandals.
Oh, my bird.
Yeah, I love them.
I think I may have told you I had these aren't the originals. My original birds I got in Sausalito.
We got matching ones, but yours are black.
Love them.
I got my original pair in Arizona, in Phoenix. They were green suede.
Mine were brown suede.
Do you still have them?
I don't think I do. I don't think. I should have kept them. Because, I mean, that was one reason we went to Sausalito. Was to get my birds.
Hippie's a state of mind. Don't forget that.
I'm just an age deadhead.
You are forever an age. I know. I love that about you. Well, tell your husband I said hi.
I will.
All right. See you guys later. I love her so much. She's always like, I'm an aging hippie. I'm an age deadhead. So we were talking one day about Birkenstocks because she always wears Birkenstocks. So she has the exact same ones as these, but in black. See, everybody asks about the puppies when they walk by. So they're all like, can we see the puppy? Cause they all want the pets to meet the puppies so that they can, like, you know, which is, it's like I said, it's so nice in this neighborhood because everybody's like, and what's so funny is that Walter and Otis just like sit on the ground and the dogs come up to them and then they kind of like play and stuff like that. But they're real friendly with bigger dogs. They don't like, they don't attack them or anything like that. You know, like Boo Radley would kind of like bark a little bit. Tucker just kind of like run around him. PP always thought that he was like the biggest dog in town, even though he was such a small Chihuahua. But anyway, but maybe they're just too small. I don't, like I was telling her, we don't know how big they're gonna. I mean, we don't really know a whole lot about them at all. So, you know what? And at first, I was kind of like, pool crew lady number 2, her granddaughter is sitting out here with like pool toys, and she's been standing out there since she was like walking by. And I'm like, are they getting ready to go to the pool? I mean, I can hear it raining a little bit. It's like just light rain. Oh, she's pulling on her grandma. She's got this like art piece out there thing. It's like this like old airplane, and she's like pulling on it like this. Did I talk about the landscape, that she wasn't upset about the landscaping? People were asking about that. So, oh, there's Shirley. Shirley, the squirrel. Oh, I think maybe Steve and Shirley have babies, or Stevie and Shirley, or Cheryl and Stevie. I don't know. But there's some squirrels in a tree, and they're like this big. They're real, real little. So anyway, the dogs are they're doing good. They're doing great. Last night, so I started watching, Nikki told me she was watching it's called Storm Area 51, the train wreck. And so she started watching it. She fell asleep when she was watching it. So I was like, oh, I wanted to watch it too. I actually wanted to watch it the night before. But I watched the Sherry Papini thing the night before. So I think she's just going to run through the hose now. Her grandma looks like she's not going to the pool. She does not look like she's going to the pool. She got no pool bag on, a pool bag or bathing suit or swimsuit. She's got shorts on, t-shirt. So, so I started watching it last night, and I think I watched the first half while I ate dinner, and Alex was up there with the dogs and stuff like that, and then I took a nap. I took like a nap from, I don't even know what time that was. Well, my nap was early. I was up by like 9:30 from my nap last night. I feel like all my days are kind of like molding together. And when I woke up from my nap, like Alex was like, are you okay? And I was like, and I'm feeling, that was when, like, we talked about the anxiety the first time, because it just kind of like has gotten like a little bit worse each day. And, I mean, and this is the thing. I don't want anybody to think that I thought, like, day 1, I'd get a dog, and then day 2, the anxiety was going. I mean, I was never disillusioned to think that, okay? I never, in a million years, because I know there's somebody out there that's going to be like, oh, he thought he was going to get a dog, and immediately the anxiety. I never thought that. I never in a million years thought that. Do I think that having the dogs helped with the anxiety? 100%. Do I think that 6 months down the road, it might help with the anxiety? Yes, I really do. But does it also make sense that it's bringing up a lot of the stuff from the grief, and I'm also getting used to this new schedule, and I feel, yeah, so that's probably why a lot of the anxiety is coming out. Because, like, one of my friends was like, well, where do you think it's coming from? And sometimes the anxiety just comes out. It's just a response to, like, how I'm feeling about things. I don't know. You know, I'm just not used to having the little guys around here yet, and I'm trying to do my best job as a dad, and, you know, give them all the attention, and, you know, and we're doing a good job. We're doing a great job so far. So, So anyway, so I got up from my nap, and then, no, you know what? I laid down, and then I ate. Did Alex and I watch something last night on TV? It was last night, Tuesday? No. When I got up from I don't even remember. Anyway, I watched that train wreck. People are saying it's really bad. I didn't think it was that bad. It reminded me a lot of the Project X train wreck. Part of the thing about these train wreck documentaries is I have never heard anything about these stories before I watched them. Like, when I watch them, I'm like, I've never heard of these stories before. Like the Project X one, which was supposedly this party that always people were invited to in the Netherlands. I'd never heard of this before. The Storm Area 51, which was like this international news story, I'd never heard of this either. The only reason I say that is, I mean, I do commentary about things that go on online. I know more than sometimes I act like I do about stuff online. You know, like I see stuff online all the time about stuff. Even just because I don't cover it doesn't mean that I don't know that it's happening in the world, you know, as far as like pop culture stories. This was a pretty big story. I mean, it was about the fact that 3.5 million people were going to show up to Area 51 off of this meme event that this guy created. And then it got, like, government officials, like, they lost $11 million having to secure this area. It was, like, this woman in Rachel, Nevada, which is where Area 51 is. So I'm really interested in Area 51 just because I have, like, this huge fascination with aliens and stuff like that. But it wasn't really about that at all. So if you go into it thinking it's going to be about aliens, it's not. It's about the town of Rachel, Nevada, and this guy that made this, like, he had seen this, like, I think it's Joe Rogan podcast interview with this guy that was, like, anyway, about... What's crazy to me is that none of these people knew what Area 51 was. Like, all these young kids. I'm like, how do you not know what... I mean, is it because I've listened to, like, countless hours of... What's that radio show I used to watch? Coast to Coast AM. I knew in high school what Area 51 was. how do people not know it in Roswell, New Mexico? And how do people not know what that stuff is? Like, so this kid was like, yeah, like I was working at a vape shop and I watched this Joe Rogan podcast and they're talking about Area 51. I'd never heard of that before. I was like, how have you never heard of Area 51 before? So anyway, he like came up with this like, it is raining now. Forget the pool, I guess. Nap time. See, I'm getting my vlog and all my videos done. It's like only right now, it's only 4:20. 4:20, that's what they were saying for the storm Area 51. No, it was in September, I think. But anyway, oh, it'd be good nap weather. Remember when I just looked in the weather and it didn't say anything about it raining right now? It said like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight or something. 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Where is this coming from? Maybe it'll cool things down. But you know, it'll just make the heat wet. Or the heat wet. Anyway, the babies have not seen rain yet. So that'll be real interesting to see how they handle rain. Well, I mean, maybe they have, but not with me. They haven't seen it. So, and the little squirrel, I need to name him Squirt. I'm going to name him Squirt because he's so little. Squirt the squirrel is like... Anyway, so I watched that last night. It was okay. I mean, it was better than I thought it would be, but... I mean, it wasn't about aliens. It was about this big party event that, like, went wrong, and then all these party planners that got involved. They were going to this big EDM festival, electronic dance music festival. They were going to storm Area 51, and anyway, it was okay. It was 2 parts. It could have been 1 and been fine. So I watched that, and then I was like, I really wanted to, like, start watching. I mean, I'm watching, like, 4 seasons right now. Oh, I know what I watched earlier when I was eating dinner. That's what I was watching. Poker Face. I am now... 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 4 episodes, 9, 10, 11, and 12 of Poker Face. I'll be honest with you, I love the show. I love Natasha Lyonne. This season sucks. I'm just not into it. I'm not into it. Each episode I get done with, and it just feels so long. And I hate saying that because I love the concept for the show, and I love the show, but I think this season is kind of ruining it a little bit. I don't really know why. Like, part of it was that she was constantly on the run from these, like, mobster types. These, like, anyway, it was like these Las Vegas mobster types. Like, that backstory, I don't know. Now she just kind of, like, shows up wherever. The show doesn't feel consistent to me. Like, for a while, she was talking to this guy on the CB radio, and then he'd tell her, like, life lessons. It was Steve Buscemi. Now, Steve Buscemi isn't talking to her on the CB radio. She just shows up, and she's working somewhere, and she's going on a date. She's, like, working for, like, this DoorDash kind of place. Like, I mean, none of it makes any sense. I don't dislike it, but I don't understand it necessarily in the context of the show. I love the show. I love the concept, and I love her, but I don't know, it just doesn't work. The season doesn't work for some reason. So anyway, so I watched an episode of that. So I was like, okay, Ozark, Bachelor in Paradise, somebody commented on it, so they made a lot of changes. They did bring the old song back, Almost Paradise, but it's like a mix. It's like a new version of the song. I don't know. I might go back in and watch that and see. I'm just not that invested in it, honestly, this season. But then I'm also watching Outer Banks, but it's like 4 seasons, so that's like a show I'll watch over a long period of time. And The Strain, I'm kind of taking a break on. So I just watched Hunting Wives, and I was like, I want a limited series or something like that. So I was like looking on my Netflix last night, like recommended shows. So if you have a show to recommend me that is like a thriller mystery, 6 to 8 episodes would be fantastic. Can't stop it. Let me know. So I saw this. I put it on my list, but I didn't watch the trailer like a week ago. And it's called Hightown. Have you guys heard of this show? Apparently it's got 3 seasons. So it came out like a couple years ago. Hold on a second. I think it came out like in 2022 or something. It probably is not renewed for a 4th season. Hightown, season 4. Let's see what it says. Is there going to be a Hightown season 4 renewal status? It was canceled after 3 seasons. Anyway, so I'm watching a show that's not going to have any conclusion to it. Okay, so Hightown. Here, I'll show you this is what if you want to look it up on Netflix, Hightown. It's not for everybody. I'm going to tell you that right now. Jackie, a hard-partying National Marine Fisheries Service agent, has her life thrown into disarray when she gets tasked with investigating serious crimes in her popular beach community. As if battling criminals isn't hard enough, Jackie walks the tightrope of sobriety as she tries to stay above a pool of secrets, betrayal, and shame from her past. She becomes at odds with Sergeant Ray Abruzzo, an abrasive but effective member of the Cape Cod interagency narcotics union until he becomes disgraced and is taken off the force as they both spiral from the stress of their investigations. Well, I'm not at the part where he gets disgraced yet, but that doesn't surprise me because he is trying to get in the pants with this convict's wife that also is a dancer. So anyway, and his partner warns him about it. But what it's about is about this, I think it's Provincetown, and it's about this woman that, she always says she's an agent, but she actually works for like the fishing agency. Like they go on like lobster, like they're only like fishing for what they should fish for. And they don't like really say like how she identifies, but it's pretty clear she's like a lesbian, and she is a big partier, like drugs, alcohol, everything, like blackout, waking up, she doesn't know where she's at. And so the first episode is a lot about like her gay life, and I think it's Provincetown is where she is. And so, and Hightown is what they refer to Hyannisport. And they talk about Cape Cod, and they talk about Boston a lot in it. So when the show opens, it's about this woman who's an escort, a prostitute, and she gets shot by these two guys. And her friend, like, is in the bushes peeing, and she sees the whole thing go down. And so then it's this other woman trying to solve the case. But at the same time, she's got to get sober because there's something that happened. She has to get sober and go into treatment. Now, this is what's interesting about this show, okay? So I will tell you this. There's a lot of lesbian sex in it. And there's a lot of lesbian sex in Hunting Wives, too. So if you can't, like, if that's not your thing, I'm telling you, those two shows are probably not for you. But the gay community of this show is it's a character of the show itself. But a big part of this show is her going to treatment, her getting sober, going to meetings, what they talk about in treatment, sponsorship. Now, you know, I'm highly critical, okay, when I watch a TV show. Let me tell you why I'm highly critical. If you are a writer for a TV show or a movie, not that many meetings are that different. There's open meetings where people, anybody can come. There's closed meetings where it's just for alcoholics or addicts. There's speaker meetings, which is where somebody gets up and they tell their story. There's discussion meetings where people sit in a group and they tell their stories, okay? Other than that, from state to state and country to country, meetings can be different. They can be different, like my home group, we break off into 4 groups, okay? They can be different in that some groups have like pass the ball, like whoever's got the ball can talk if it's a big group. Other people, like my old home group, used to hang out poker chips because that was like the tradition of what they did there. And it went all the way back to like Akron, Ohio. But like, so a lot of people do different things like that. But how the language they speak and the language they use, and like if you ever see like in a movie or a TV show where there will be like one person leading the group and they'll say, Judy, would you like to share this week? And Judy's like, no, I'll just pass. Well, Judy, you haven't shared, in a while. That is not a 12-step meeting. That is group therapy. That is not a 12-step meeting. Nobody will ever force you to share in a meeting. You might get called on. They might go to the next person and you go, I'm Peter and I'm an alcoholic addict and I pass. I'm just here to listen. You don't even have to identify yourself if you don't want to. You can just say, I'm Peter and I pass. I'm just here to listen. You can just look at the next person and go, nobody would fault you for that. So that bullshit that they show in movies, when they're like, well, Judy, you really haven't shared in 4 weeks. That's not a 12-step meeting. That's group therapy. And I hate when they show that as a 12-step meeting because somebody that's seen that show, if I felt like in a meeting I would be forced to speak, my early days, I did not want to speak. I was terrified. There are days I don't want to speak now. So if I felt like somebody was going to force me to do, there's no leadership. We're fully self-supporting and fully self-governed. So I'm very critical of TV shows and movies when they don't get it right. Because it literally, you could go to 2 meetings and you could be an expert on how to write a 12-step meeting, okay? And I'm not saying that like every meeting you go to is completely different and how they do little things. But overall, the language and how they, and if you go to like a CA meeting versus an AA meeting versus an NA meeting versus a GA meeting, everything's going to be a little bit different. The preamble, the books, all that kind of stuff. But basically, the basic concepts and how you talk to one another and, love and tolerance is our code and things like, there's no leadership in it. There's nobody telling you what you have to do. I hate when they show that in meetings. So I'm very critical. And you can tell when you're watching a show that somebody sober is on the writing team. This show 100% gets it. It's a big part of the show. So if you want to know like what 12-step meetings are really like in sponsorship, this show really shows it. Like it really, really shows it. Like the language they do, like how they get chips. Okay, like this is a good example. In one of the meetings, one of the characters gets a 90-day token, But they count back. So like in meetings in Indiana, they start with like, does anybody have 24 hours, need a starter token or have 24 hours? Or a keychain. Then they'll do, depending on what program you're in. Then they'll do 30 days. Then they'll do 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, multiples of years. Okay, they go from lowest to highest. Well, in this meeting that they show, they go from highest to lowest. They go multiple years to 18 months to a year, all the way down to who needs a starter token today. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of meetings in this country that do that. There's a lot of conferences that do that. Like I've been to like big, huge banquets and stuff where they will count down, like they'll the person with the most time give like a coin or a book to the person with the least time. So they'll count all the way backwards to the person that has the least, that has 2 hours sober, right? So that's the differences that I'm talking about. When you watch the show, when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is interesting because maybe in Provincetown, this is how they do it. Never been to a meeting in Provincetown, I don't know. But those little differences are different. But everything else, the language of how they talk, of do you want to come up here and share? They don't force anybody. Even like what this guy says when he gets his 90-day token. I mean, it's so 12-step. Talking about getting a sponsor and like, she's like, will you sponsor me? And he's like, well, you're supposed to have a woman sponsor. I mean, like everything about it. And she's like, but I'm a lesbian. I mean, like, even that, like, you would only know those things if you were in a 12-step program. You know what I mean? That, like, the pamphlet tells us that, like, gay men can sponsor women and lesbians can sponsor men and vice versa and all that kind of stuff. So, like, the fact that they talk about that, I thought it was interesting. The treatment experience, she goes to treatment. I was like, this treatment experience is so, so accurate. Like the doctor that's leading the place, I mean, she says to her something about, like, why do you think you need to be here? And she goes, I don't think I need to be here. And she goes, well, you can leave. And she's like, well, you don't want, I can't stay. She's like, I mean, you said you don't need to be here, then why are you here? I mean, it is so accurate how she is. And then she like breaks down. But it's a good show. So I watched 3 episodes of it last night while they were sleeping next to me. And then I was like, okay, go to bed. I was starting to get really tired. Because my days are starting, y'all wanted me to have a normal schedule. 4 a.m. I went to bed. Y'all wanted me to have his normal effing schedule. I don't want one. So I take my naps earlier. When I get back to walking outside again, when it gets a little cooler, the nap will probably either be later or whatever. But what's funny about these little guys is from like 6 to like midnight, they're pretty chill. But about 12 o'clock, well, I'd say between like 11 and 12, they start getting kind of wild again. They're like ready to go. So, and then they run and run and run and run. The other night we were watching a movie. What time was that? That was earlier. I don't know, sometime in that area though. They like take a nap in the afternoon, then they like get kind of chill in the evening and whatever. Like Alex, when he's laying in bed, they just like lay right next to him and like chew little bones and stuff like that. Like their little plastic bones they love. And I just lay on the bed. And Alex is like, why don't you just take a nap and fall asleep? I'm like, no, I'm good. Because I'm so worried, you know. Just so silly. I have one package left, and it's a hat I ordered. And it's stuck in customs right now. And I don't understand why. So I was like, am I getting another package? But this is not the package. This truck down here. It actually looks like a big like moving truck, a furniture truck or something. Oh, they're trying to turn down that street and they can't. This is not a light rain. It's not heavy, but it's been raining for a while. What is this truck down here? This Diet Dr. Pepper is so good. I miss this. But you know what I think I might have to get? I think I might have to get some Diet Cokes. Because I do kind of miss the Diet Cokes a little bit. Am I going back in time? Oh, this truck is moved. Oh, it is a furniture truck. Where is this? What does it say on there? It's backing down this street, and now this truck is coming down there, and they're not going to be able to get down there. What does this furniture truck say on it? Haverty's. Furniture. Estimated. 1985? 1885? I don't know. I don't care. Anyway. Oh, tonight! Big Brother's on. I got Big Brother tonight. And then... I got Big Brother tonight. And then I'll probably watch an episode or 2 of Hightown. I haven't given up on Ozark or Outer Banks or Poker Face. Like, I'm just gonna... It's kind of nice watching an episode here, like what I feel like for the night. There was some true crime that was coming out tonight, too, that I wanted to watch, I think. Anyway, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. Soon enough. So, well, since it doesn't look like I'm going to be going to the pool now, or when Alex comes, well, maybe when Alex comes home, it'll stop and I want to go to the pool for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to text him and see. I think he said his dinner was at 6. What time is your dinner tonight? I actually think maybe the reason I'm thinking it's tonight and tomorrow is because I think his friend that got married, that we went to her wedding in New Year's, I think he has dinner with her tomorrow night. And he has friends with his high school friend tonight. Is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah. And then Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. As of yet, that could change. I'll be here. Relaxing. I'm the homebody all day long. And then Sunday, we have this concert that we're going to. We're going to Rufus Du Sol on Sunday. I'm really excited. And it's like Alex and like his girlfriend that's getting married and her fiance and like another friend. So like he bought these tickets like 6 months ago. And he was like, do you want to go? And he's like, because I need to know now if you want to go. I mean, I really am excited about seeing Rufus Du Sol in concert. Like, I love them so much. But it's going to be so, like, humid out that night. So, it's at Deer Creek. Alex looked at me. I said, where is it at again? He goes, Klipsch. I said, Deer Creek? We don't call it Klipsch. I don't even know what they call it today. It's changed names so many times. But anyway, that's on Sunday. So, I don't even know. We might not do brunch on Sunday. When he went to this party on Sunday, we didn't do brunch. I almost ordered brunch from Rise. You know what? I'm getting up early. Oh my God, I have to tell you guys this. So, I've been getting up earlier. I could order brunch when I get up. Because they have this mushroom. Oh no, I forgot. They got rid of it at Rise. They had like, like avocado toast. They had this mushroom toast with Gruyere. Oh my God, it was so good. The battery just went to the halfway mark. I loved it so much, this mushroom toast with Gruyere. But they have this like, oh my God, maybe I'll get Rise tomorrow. Maybe I'll... You know what I should do is I should just Uber up there and just eat by myself. Take a book and go up there and eat by myself. After I take them out and do everything and get them all settled and whatever, I should just go up there by myself. If it rains tomorrow, that's what I should do. I won't do that. You already know that this is never going to happen, right? But it sounds good. Do you guys remember Big Bear biscuits that I was completely obsessed with? I think I probably already shared this on here. But there was this place called Big Bear Biscuits. It might still be in Indianapolis and just moved, but I don't think so. But Big Bear Biscuits, I loved. And it was all like biscuits and gravy, okay? But they had like 3 vegetarian options on there. They had like this mushroom sauce. They had like, which was delicious. They had this like sawdust. It wasn't called sawdust. Sawmill, sawgrill, something. That was like fake sausage. But anyway, do you guys remember that? Caroline and I went there. Caroline did not like it. Valerie and I went there. I would go there on the way home from doctor's appointments and stuff like that sometimes. I ordered from there. They had the best macaroni and cheese. And that place was always packed. I cannot believe it closed down. Well, Caroline and I were driving over there. This was like probably 2 months ago now. I don't even remember when it was. And she's like, oh my God, Big Bear Biscuits closed down. I said, no, it didn't. She goes, yeah, look, it's closed down. I was like, I think I looked it up that day though. And I think they did move somewhere else. But it's like far away, like in Avon, which is like 45 minutes from me. Big Bear Biscuits here. Brownsburg, Indiana, 36 minutes from here. We ain't ordering no biscuits and gravy from Brownsburg. Veggie, biscuits, and gravy. Indianapolis. That sounds so good. Why does that sound so good? And it's going to be cooler tomorrow. Does anybody have any good horror movies? I want to watch a horror movie. I haven't finished Talk to Me yet. People were asking me what I thought about Talk to Me. I didn't finish it yet. I mean, I've seen so many horror movies, but so don't please recommend something to me from like 1985. I've seen like most of the horror movies that are out. Something new, like in the last year or two. I think I wouldn't even necessarily call it a horror movie that I liked, was Strange Darling, but it was more about a serial killer. A Good Morning Mama's does not have, I've never been there. So there's this restaurant in town called Mama Carolla's. And Alex and I used to go there for like Valentine's Day. So I think we went there for an anniversary or two. And it's Italian. It's in this little house. So we love this place in Westfield called the Italian House. Mama Carolla's is older and very similar. And it's it's an Italian restaurant in this old house. It's so cute. If you live in Indianapolis, you're looking for a date night, Mama Carola's in Broaderpool. But right next to it is Good Morning Mama's. It's owned by the same people. I've never been there. I heard the brunch was fantastic. I wanted to go there forever. Maybe I should just order some food from Good Morning Mama's. What time do they open till? Opens at 8 a.m. The camera stopped. Roost Cafe. You guys remember I used to go to Roost Cafe? Maybe I'll go to Roost, or maybe I won't go to Roost Cafe. Maybe I'll just go to Garden Table. They don't have it anymore. Vegetarian biscuits and gravy in Indianapolis. Easy Rider. I've never heard of that place. Roost Cafe. Maybe I'll order some tomato soup. Can you tell I'm hungry? I wanted to order something tonight. I wish this breakfast stuff was open to. Can you DoorDash Denny's? Oh my God, maybe I should DoorDash Denny's tonight. No. I'm really hungry. I want to DoorDash something good tonight. So anyway. He hasn't texted me back. He'll text me back in a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I am like burning up, and battery's at the halfway mark, so it'll die any moment now. Anyway, and then I'm going to go inside, finish getting up the Sherry Papini documentary, take the pups outside, get them fed, take them outside again, get them settled. We might take a little nap if they get a little tired, since I'm getting done with the stuff early and everything like that. So anyway. I should have brought another battery out here, but I didn't. And it's 4:41. I got 3 videos done by 20 till 5. See, listen, I can handle this. I can handle it, don't you think? And get my walk in, and get books done. We're getting back to life as normal again. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. If nobody else has told you this today, hold on a second, I fixed my hair. If nobody else has told you this today, my hat's always a little to the side. You notice that? I hate that. Anyway, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. No, I didn't do the things. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, everybody. And of course, Lena, too. Bye. Love you.